What on earth have you bought?
It's an office building.
Now, looking at the outside of the building, it's got a few, I was going to say period features, but that's probably like kind of 1997.
Yeah, no attachments.
Yeah, a few attachments. So you've got a few aircon units.
Yeah.
Lots of brackets. You've got some conduit. You've got pipe work. You've got electrics. You've got drainage.
Yeah, I mean, there's a working office and a warehouse before that, so they really just kind of bolted things on without looking for aesthetics.
It's not your average first home, but for 31-year-old lecturer and development manager Yohance, it's a great chance to get on the property ladder. Costing £365,000, half the price of residential equivalents nearby, he's hoping this is a wise investment.
A lot of people wouldn't want to live in a building like this.
Yeah, it's binary. Yeah.
Everybody wants that kind of picturesque Victorian, Edwardian, Georgian house.
Yeah.
And you've gone, let's say, industrial.
But when you see the product at the end, I think that'll be what you kind of should judge from.
As if the outside wasn't enough to deter buyers, the inside is even worse.
Come on in.
Oh, it's proper commercial world, isn't it?
It is indeed.
So what have we got?
Well, here you're in the living room.
It is probably one of the most unhomely spaces as you can imagine.
But it has potential. It has potential.
It has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, it's got a decent footprint.
Yep.
Really high ceilings. But when you look around, it's your classic commercial, fairly bland, boring office space. I mean that in the nicest way.
Oh, no,
But,
I
you know,
imagine working here would have been a bit dreary.
really dreary. And then you've only got windows at the front.
Yeah, so to the back of me is a mews, so those are houses that want their privacy, so we can't put windows in the back.
Okay.
We're moving all the partition walls, so this all comes out.
So that's not a load-bearing wall?
Nope.
This one?
Nope. It's going to be 600 square feet of living space, and that's fantastic because I have a large family, and when they come over from the various parts of the world, they could all stay and we could all have one space, which is either a good thing or a bad thing.
That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah. Then we're going to expose the steel, so you'll have a nice little feature in the middle. Makes something of the space.
So you're gonna go for that cool industrial look.
Yeah.
Nearly a year ago, the outside of this old 1930s factory unit was dreary. Dirty paintwork, aircon units, and mismatched windows and doors meant you could tell it was an office from a mile off. Not anymore. Now it's a contemporary home tucked away in this working estate. The new grey facade and steel windows give a nod to its 20th century industrial roots, while the giant planters add privacy and make it look more homely than its commercial neighbours.
Hello there, how are you?
I'm well, thanks, George. How are you?
It's so good to see you.
And you?
And it's so good to see this.
Yeah.
It's looking great.
Yeah, it's gotten there.
All your decisions outside have been fantastic. I'm chuffed to bits that you painted it as well. It looks really strong and really bold.
Made a little mark on it.
Absolutely. So have you moved in?
I have. It was still a building site, no kitchen, rogue times, but it worked.
So you moved in and you didn't have to pitch a tent?
No. The floors were done. The walls weren't plastered. I know all the trades in depth because I was sitting there watching it as I was like, just living my life.
But this is your first big step onto the property ladder, isn't it?
I got to make this space for myself. It's a lovely home. For now, it suits everything I wanted to do.
Before, the ground floor of this neglected building was tired and bland. Made up of a stark open-plan office and a series of small utility rooms. But now, the space has been transformed into a chic and stylish yet understated open-plan kitchen diner, and is the perfect fit for Yohance. He's installed a beautiful bespoke walnut kitchen which perfectly complements the industrial features he's exposed and the vintage pieces he's chosen throughout the space.
Oh my word. What a transformation, eh?
It has, yeah. It's been a change.
Yohance, it's fantastic. It's brilliant. It's a home.
Yeah, very
Can you
comfortable
believe
one.
it?
Yeah.
After being a fairly awful abandoned commercial space.
I almost can't remember what it was like before now.
It looks fantastic, mate.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Big design move. You moved the kitchen.
Yeah.
It was going to be at the back, then it went to the front.
And I think it works really well here.
It was a good move.
Thank you.
Very good move. And you've even got your light tubes working today.
Indeed.
Look at that.
And they work really well to balance out the light. It's actually a really bright space. It feels good to be in here.
I have to say, when you walk through that front door, it's like being in a completely different world inside the building.
When I cycle in, I feel like I'm coming back to the Batcave.
It's got a touch of that, actually, hasn't it?
Yeah.
The Batcave hideaway.
Because nobody expects you to come in here for it to be a house. And so when you come in, I can see people kind of looking, what's going on there? Home.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the windows look incredible, absolutely beautiful.
They've really put a face to it.
Yeah, and putting the film on the bottom 2 levels gives you that little bit of privacy.
Exactly.
And then you've got this very quirky industrial wall. What's behind there?
Wait, so we have utilities here, a bathroom here, a little office.
You've got your office and the cupboard.
Exactly.
That is brilliant. That's a really good home office.
And whilst you're there, somebody else could be on the sofa and you're not interrupting each other.
Yeah. You are completely tucked out of the way.